What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another custom tactics video. Now, my last custom tactics video was probably about 2 months, 1 month ago. It's coming on to 2 months, I know that for sure, and it's when FIFA really started to, like, people started to get into the swing of things. I started to learn custom tactics and all that sort of stuff. I can tell you now, my custom tactics have changed quite a bit since then, due to the fact at the time people weren't playing drop back. There was also people like didn't pass it around as much. People didn't play as much possession, whereas now the game's a lot more slower than it was at the start of FIFA before the patch and all that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd just bring you guys another custom tactics video that can hopefully help you guys like it did to me. I've gone from a gold 1 player to an elite 2 player, so hopefully this guys can help you guys just as much as the custom tactics have helped me. As you can see in my team at the moment, it's a little bit cheap. We've got Black Friday coming, so I have gone liquid coins. We're about 1.7 mil, 1.8 mil I believe I've got at the moment in coins, but we've got quite a cheap team. We're currently 3-0, so we're not doing too bad at all either. We've got Teles, Paulinho, Firmino, Neymar. We're keeping Neymar. He's tradable, like they're all tradable, but Neymar's just too good for me this year. He's so good. But yeah, that's the team we're currently rocking. So it's not that great, but we're still doing really well with this team, and I feel that is down to my custom tactics. So let's jump straight into the custom tactics. I don't want to leave you guys waiting for too long. I will get in depth about them as well. I don't want to have you guys thinking, oh, I should have done this. But anyway, to start off, I just want you guys to use your normal formation that you're going to use, of course, that you start off with. So if you build a hybrid team, you've got a 4-3-3 or you're playing a 4-4-2, whatever it is, just start off, use your custom tactics as this one. So this is what you want to use. Balance in my opinion, because you want to just get into the game. I've said that plenty of times before. The width is not too bad. This doesn't really matter too much for you guys. This is just starting off, and then you're going to change straight away at the start of the game. And like that's for another story anyway. Like I'll show you guys in a second when you'll change. So you got the width on about 4, and then you got your depth on about 4. So we've gone really basic. We've gone standard for that. We're going to leave that because for you guys, you can see right there what you sort of need to do. And also my players, I've not really done a lot to them, honestly. They all pretty much stay default because this is the reason that I do that. 4-2-3-1 this year is unbelievable. When I'm trying to get into the game, I know I'm playing drop back. You guys are going to hate on drop back. The people that hate drop back are going to hate it, but there's so many people playing drop back this year, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it a try. It took me from an elite 3 player to the elite 2 sort of section because of the drop back, because my players are actually being able to help my defense out a little bit more, rather than people just picking a pass through my midfield and getting it straight onto their strikers to be able to have a chance to score a goal. So drop back this year is massive. I think you guys should try it yourselves before you knock it. I know it's not the best style of FIFA, and a lot of you guys just like to play football, which I can fully understand. I'm with you on that. But anyway, width, you're going to go for about 5. Depth, when you got to go about 4, and then balanced, again, I always use balance, offensive balance, so you get that long ball, you also get fast build up and possession, you get the mixture. You don't want to keep playing the same style of football constantly. You want different options on, so the guy can't read what you're doing. Width, you want to go 4, players in the box 4, corners 2, and simply free kicks 2 as well. And then for your custom tactics sort of instructions, should I say, you want to go basic on your right wing. Now I am going to say one right wing and left wing, ram left ram, whatever you want to say, but I am going to say one thing. If you guys don't like this basic and you find it difficult, people do use drop back with them and come back on defense, right? Because it supports that left back and it stops people being able to get down the wings. But personally, I don't do that because I don't want to be too defensive, and out wide, there's not really many. I don't really face many issues out wide. It's more coming inside. So I'd rather be able to counter attack, have my players up the pitch ready to help my striker out. So as simple as that for your cams. Again, basic on my cam. I still want him, that front 3. I want them to be defending from the front as such, and also be up there as an option. So I don't do nothing with my cams. I will mention one thing. I put aggressive interceptions on my middle cam, just so when people are trying to force the ball through, he can make that aggressive tackling cam. I can win it back and then push with my 3 up front. I can go with them. Do you know what I mean? So that is something that I do, and I don't really know if it does make a difference. I'm pretty sure it probably doesn't, but yeah, I do win the ball, I feel, a little bit more. Stay forward on my striker. That is literally it. Mixed attack is what I use now. You can also use false 9 if you guys haven't. You can go into the attack and runs. There's a few things that you can change, and I will try and help you. Help you out with that and let you guys know what you can alter and see if it fits your play style a little bit better. But you can go into here and you can literally go to you want to keep them on balance on that. You can go on to getting behind, target man, false 9. Target man's really good this year. I will say that, and false 9 is pretty good if you want your striker to come back and just support your midfield. I wouldn't recommend it with a 4-2-3-1. I think target man or just mixed attack is absolutely fine. Your DM's basic as normal. You want basically stay back while attacking. I also cut passing lines now. I haven't been using that recently, but as soon as I put that on, I could feel a difference. My team definitely improved since cutting the passing lines. Your AI defending, when you're controlling one player, your other card will block the other pass. So as you can imagine how helpful that is to a player when your AI is then blocking a pass, so you can then switch player and you've already like stopped that option on that was on before. So that's really, really good. I recommend using that. Cover center on my center CDMs as always. I like them to keep in the middle of the pitch and stop anything coming through the center. A lot of people playing 4-1-2-2 this year. That is the reason for that. Stay back while attacking on my left back and right back. Simple as that. Normal interceptions, all that good stuff. You want that pretty much every formation. I must admit to you guys, you don't really want your left back and right back bombing up unless you are losing. Of course, you can change that. Stay back on your centre backs. Goalkeeper balance, like I've never really used that. I don't think anyone's actually used them at all. I'm not actually sure, maybe they have, but for me I've just kept it really, really simple. Anyway, that is that formation there. You can have one last look there if you guys need any more help with that. And then we're going to move on into our next formation if I can find it. We're going to come off here. We're going to go for the 3-5-2. Now we did use the 3-5. These are all the same formations that I have been using, as you guys can probably tell, apart from my starter formation as such. But yeah, and then we got the pressure on the heavy touch in this one. We're losing 1-0. It's about 60 minutes. I sort of want to change the pace of the game. I want to take the game to this guy who's holding the ball, playing possession sort of thing. So I'm going to go into this. I'm going to go pressure on heavy touch. I'm actually going to go 5 width again, sorry. We're then going to go with, I think that's 6 depth. Yeah, 6 depth, I believe. We've gone a lot higher up the pitch, as you can imagine. Like, you can't even bump it to 7. I'd say 6 at this point, because you don't want to be going 2-0 down when you're only 1 goal down. You know what I mean? That makes things completely different, and you're not really going to get back into the game. You want balance to get on your offensive, as always. Your width wants to go back up to 5. Your players in the box, I actually bump it to about 7, I think that is. I'm pretty sure that's 7. Corners 2, free kicks 2. Corners this year, just go short. I either go short, I go edge of the box. I do one of the two, just try and dribble it in, because headers, there's no such thing as corners this year in my. They're shocking, man. They're so bad. I hate them, but that's for you guys to decide how you get on with corners. That could be a different video in general, how bad corners are, but yeah. Anyway, the strikers on the 3-5-2, right? You want to balance getting behind. I do getting behind on both my strikers. This like when I'm losing 1-0, if my up fronters are trying to get in behind, I can play them through balls, them little over the top passes to try and get in behind and just get that one-on-one chance, which you will need. You just need one of them to get through, and then you can change the game by going 1-1, set back into your 4-2-3-1 if you feel comfortable in that, or even go for the win with this formation. So yeah, get behind them and stay forward for both of them, exactly the same. Firmino, stay forward. You need that extra goal. You need Firmino to be linking up with your strikers or whoever you've got at cam. It won't just be Firmino, but yeah. Anyway, come back on defence. You want that on your left mid and right mid in this formation, otherwise you are going to get exposed a lot. If you use basic, it's not going to work very well for you, I can tell you that now. Someone's just going to play a ball out to their right wing, left wing, ram, lamb, whatever it is, and they're gonna expose you a lot, and you're probably going to go 2-0 down very, very quickly. So you want them to come back on defence. No matter how much you need a goal, you need them to come back on defence. You also want stay back on attacking while attacking, should I say, on your CDMs, as always. As we say in every single formation, you should be doing with most of your formations anyway. Cover centre for me, again, keep them always covering the centre, stay back while attacking. You can also bump that interceptions up to more aggressive interceptions, in my opinion. I'd go aggressive. You can try that if you guys are willing to do that. It's up to you guys. I'll leave that down to you. I feel it's sort of fine on balance. There's not too much of a difference, in my opinion, with that. But that being said, the fourth and final formation that we are going to be using is the 3-4-2-1. Now, I do enjoy this formation a little bit too much because I like to put pressure on opponents. And sometimes, if I'm just going for 14 wins in champs, I'll jump straight into this, go 1-0 up, or even like if I lose, I'll just quit out because I need the quick games because I haven't got time to play the weekend league. So I'll go into this, and this is actually a really, really good thing to do. If you guys are needing wins and you just think, I don't care about my record, I'm going to go 14 wins, try this, trust me. People go 1-0 down early on, especially if you're already like 5-8, something like that. You're going to get people rage quit because I don't really care about their record either. Constant pressure. I don't even know what bar that is. I'm not going to... I think it's about 8, I believe. Isn't it? I think it's 10 bars in total. I'm not even sure. I've never really sat there and counted, if I'm honest with you. But my depth is also maximum. So you want to put your depth, you want to be high as the pitch as you can be. With that constant pressure, putting pressure on the defence, they're not going to be able to pass around the back. They can't simply hold that ball around the back. When they pass back to their keeper and they're slow, you need to put that pressure on. Balanced again, it doesn't matter. You could go fast build up, but what's the point in having fast build up if you want someone to do that long ball? they're not really going to go in that long ball position. I love it on balance. Every single time you do offensive, in my opinion, do balance it. It's going to help you guys a lot. Width again, bump that up to about 8. We're just going to say there's 10 bars. But players in the box, you want 10, and then corners, you want 3. You can even bump that up if you really want. But I like to have a couple on the edge of the box to give me that. I'll probably do that. I don't know. I like to have that one. That guy on the edge is the one that I like there, because I do sometimes play short, go to the guy on the edge, and it just gives me that little bit of space, and the people start to panic because you get nearer to the box. Free kicks again, you could pile them all in. I probably will pile them all in. It's up to you guys. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. There's not too much for that. And then this is the part where it goes a bit crazy. You want all of these and stay back, of course. You still want your centre mid and your 2 centre mid, to stay back while attacking. You do not want every single person pushing forward. You do, otherwise they're just gonna put a ball over the top to their midfield, or they're going to cut you down and they're just going to score straight away. Again, which you don't want. You don't want to be letting someone score straight away. You still want that bit of defensive cover to help out your 3 centre-backs, otherwise they're really going to struggle. So you want them to on stay back while attacking, stick to position, cover centre, as always. Nothing really changed there. Aggressive interceptions I've actually got on both of them this time as well. Just because I'm feeling at this point you're probably 85th minute, 82nd minute, and you're really pushing for that goal because nothing's really happening and you're not getting enough of the ball. The guy is just passing it around the back, something like that. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, you can use it early on. It's up to you. Depends how you're feeling with weekend league. Balanced on my right wing, I believe it is, and a left wing, just for the fact is I want them to come back a little bit as well, just so I'm not exposed too much. So yeah, and not too much for them. You don't really want them pushing up too far, but they're still going to stay positioned. They're still going to be high up the pitch. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about putting them on stay forward. You'll find it get way too crammed up front, and they'll be getting each other's ways. They'll be too close, and it's not a good look. Trust me, it doesn't really work too well. On these, you want stay forward on both of your cams. So whoever your 2 cams are, your highest players, you want stay forward, and that is pretty much it. All I do for them, to be honest. You can probably put in like stay central. You want them to stay central, but I'd rather them support the winger, get the 1-2s up wide. It helps, and it stops, like I said, from getting way too crammed. And finally, my striker, who I've got Jamie Vardy, because I'm going cheap, obviously, you'll have someone else. Stay forward. Literally simple as that. Also, I will recommend you can, with Vardy, I would, or whoever you've got, sorry, is you can put them on getting behind. You can put them on target man. You can put them on false 9. That is completely up to you. I will leave that up to you. I would probably prefer getting behind with this, because then you've got one player trying to get in behind with the full round. If you've got that one pass, you're going to try and play it in behind. If the person intercepts it, they'll pass it out straight away, as most people do, because they panic pass instead of holding the ball. And your other players will collect that ball again. Do you know what I mean? So I think getting behind for that probably is one of the best for your strikers. If you are thinking about trying it, I'm going to try that actually. Yeah, I'll see how I get on with that. There is, like, you do not have to stick to my things that I say. This is just what works for me personally. And I can promise you guys I have gone from being gold 1 to elite 2. You can see that with my rewards video. But that's just what works for me. There could be situations where you think, oh, why is he doing that when he could be doing that? Change the depth a little bit. Change the stay back while attacking. If you think you should stay forward on your cam, but stay forward on him. Don't feel threatened to do that. Just watch your gameplay and see how you play and what works for you guys. But nonetheless, guys, that is going to be a pretty quick video, but I just wanted to update you guys on my custom tactics and how I got to Elite 2 with my new custom tactics. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please hit that like button down below. It's greatly appreciated. It really helps support me out. And if you guys want to check me out on Twitch, you can do. I stream daily at twitch.tv/BarrettL. And also, one last thing, please, if you can hit that subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. We're currently going for 200 subscribers. That's absolutely insane support, seeing as we've been doing this for a month. And thank you all so much. I appreciate all the support as always. And take care. Enjoy the rest of your days.